Kia ora whānau, welcome back to Kai Down Under. If you're new to the channel, my name's Shan. In this episode, me and the lads will be heading out on the water and freediving for Pāua. We'll also be hunting for the mighty southern Kina. We'll be indulging in fresh kai straight from the moana, and maybe even get a sneaky feed of Bluff oysters at the end. If you like these videos, the biggest way to support the channel is by subscribing, leaving a like and comment for the algorithm. Morena Kazis, Shan here, and finally back with another episode of Kai Down Under. We got a beautiful day down here in my slice of paradise, Pāua. Look at that, it's just out in the harbour. It is concrete flat out there, which gives us a little bit of an indication of what's going to be happening out wider. The plan today is we're going to do a classic boat mish. Me, Ryder and Uncle Dan head out on the water, and yeah, we'll see what we can find out there. It really sucks though, the sinuses are playing up. See, they got red eye, pink eye at the moment, so a bit of a sniffly nose too, so hopefully that doesn't mess with the breath hold or equalizing too much. I'll just chuck these glasses on and yeah, limit the eye strain. If you've been wondering why I've gone missing in action from YouTube, there's been a whole lot of different reasons. I think the main reason I haven't been posting to YouTube is probably because I've grown an audience now. So I think I've got over 150,000 followers on Facebook, you know, 20 odd thousand on Instagram, and the YouTube channel's almost hitting around 30,000, and I live in a pretty small place, Pāua, Bluff, right at the bottom of the South Island, and we've got some pretty localized diving areas. I've sort of learned from a few mistakes in the past. You know, when I put these videos up, people know where I am, and this resource, I care about protecting it. A lot of people think that I go out there and rape and pillage, but you only see what I want you to see now, whereas before I was a little bit blasé and I would just show specific landmarks and specific spots. I go giving away too much through my YouTube channel and through other means. Well, you know, everyone's just going to be coming here hammering all these spots. Enough talking, eh? Let's get this mission underway. We'll check off all the gears, get the boat fueled up and get on out of here. A few upgrades to the kai shed, got the processing area still there, but yeah, sheltered in the roof now, so it's a lot more sheltered in here. Just a good, nice place to have all the gears ready is what you want. Got a brand new gun from Weddy. It's a nice lightweight gun. Went with a roller gun, my first ever roller gun, and got a reel on there in hopes of whacking over a kingy. Carbon barrel, so nice lightweight, can't go wrong. And there she blows, trusty old reefer. Had plenty of good times and missions on this waka. It's done us well. Yeah, regardless of having a boat, I love shore diving. Shore diving is where it's at for me. Like, you just feel so much more connected. Going on a walk all the way down to the moana and carrying your catch home is, fuck, there's nothing better than that. If you've been following the channel for a while, you would have met Ryder before. Sure. Look at this big bastard now. I'm taller than me now, whānau. 110 kgs of chunk. Let's get this gear loaded onto the boat, go pick up Uncle Dan, we're out of here. Bro's here now. Let's get this mission underway. It's us, whānau, we out. It's gonna be a cracker of a mission out there. Yeah, got Dad on deck with us today too. Yeah, 3 generations whānau. This is one of the good things about Ryder getting a little bit older. You get him to reverse the boat down now. And he can also be a bit of a boat boy for us as well. More people that know how to control the boat, safer we are. They'll block this old wharf off, reckon it's unsafe. We just get on over here now. Massive whānau, flat as. What a day. What a day. Bit of a wave out to mum. Yeah, she's away for the night, so come down to see us off. Oyster season down here in Bluff now, famous Bluff oyster. All the oyster fleet has gone out. They go out early hours in the mornings and do their mahi, come back and supply the rest of the world. At our spot now. Getting to our spot, I jump in the water. I know what's waiting for me down below. Sinking down slowly and letting the gravity do its thing, I slowly start to see the bottom appear. A big reason why I love diving and the ocean is because it teaches us that we are not separate from the wild, but instead we're actually a part of it. I think we forget that sometimes when there's a system that's set up for us to survive relatively easy. So the more I can get out here, the more I feel alive. First drop down and I'm already onto a good spot. I shoot back to the surface and let the lads know that I'm onto a really good patch. Here's Big Dan disturbing the peace on the bottom, getting his limit of Pāua in one breath. It was pretty light work, taking care of all of our Pāua quota, so we quickly moved on to getting some Kina. Now there was plenty of Kina at this spot, but I was really selective about what I took. The Kina in the larger groups like this group here have to compete for a food source, so they're more likely to be a bit skinnier inside. What I always look for is the stray Kina, which are usually found by themselves or just a couple on their own. Also, the environment around them, you don't want it to be bare rock, you want it to have a little bit of vegetation, a little bit of seaweed there. You can see here from the movement of the seaweed that the current's starting to pick up in this spot, so it's getting harder and harder to dive. And the mussels are having to use much more oxygen just to balance and to fight. I don't know how good they're going to be, but hey, didn't do a crack test. Just have to wait and see. It was a kind of surprise. So as you can tell now, the current has gotten really strong from when I first started diving. There's been a complete tide shift. So we started diving at slack water and now it's rushing in. Now, diving in strong current conditions like this, I wouldn't recommend doing it unless you had a really good boat person who can pick you up if you drift too far. Also, local knowledge is important, and you want to really check those weather conditions before you head out as well. I spent the last part of this dive checking for the Kina quality. Came across a few skinny ones, but there were some fat ones there too. The current was just making it an absolute mission. I was losing my balance, and yeah, it was just getting harder to hold my breath and concentrate. So decided that was about it for this dive, and we got what we needed, so mission complete. Finished our dive now, got back into the harbour, got a bit more calmer water, a little bit rolly out there. Just going to park up and have a look at some of this Kina. Right, just having a quiet drop of the line. Got us some Pāua, mighty southern black gold, and some Kina. I cracked a few open when I was down there, and heaps of them were skinny. I did find a few fat ones though. This one here, there's definitely something in that one. Look at that gold. But yeah, usually around now they start to get a little bit skinny anyway. Dad caught a fat cod, and also got a few fish. Right, a shot of moki and a couple of wee trumpeters there. Not the biggest, but we'll fillet one of those up and have a bit of raw sashimi, eh? There's the trumpeter there. Good eating size. Trumpy fillet. I wouldn't say it's as good as kingfish sashimi. I'd rather be eating that, but hey, wasabi there too. Oh hell yeah! A little bit of those on there. Char to the char. The boys are on. Good wee snack to top things off. Get back in now. Go shower up, clean the gears up, process this kaimoana. Excelente. That's a good thing about being able to drive now, eh? Fuck, I can just sit on here and just get a nice cruisy ride back in.
Get that car, boy.
Get the car, boy. Now for the fun part. Cleaning up the gears in the boat. Clean the boat, boy.
That's right, it's all, boy.
And we're going to crack into, have this Kina that I cracked open. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Just going to sort this kai out now. So as always, I always give away a lot of my catch. I've got some Kina that I'm going to give away here. I'll give away half of these Kina. Those 6 there, 6, and I'll keep 5 for myself. So what I do with those, chuck them in a bit of a roasting dish, and then I just chuck them in the fridge overnight, make them nice and cool. A lot of people like to soak them in fresh water, but man, I'm actually not down with that, eh? To be honest, I reckon it ruins them. Makes all the shell leak this purple stuff into the roe, and a lot of people say it makes it sweeter, but it's never been the case for me. So yeah, I've always found that interesting. And then we've got our Pāua here too. I'm going to give away 5 of those Pāua too. 3, 4, 5. Chuck those in the sack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2. Go and drop those off. And then we've also got our ika in here too, right, a shot of moki. Not a giant. And a trumpeter there as well, that's got to be 35, and the moki has to be 40. So what I usually do with my fish is I just chill it overnight, and that just helps it to set. I just find that it's way easier to fill it. I'll chuck that Kina and the fish in the fridge now and get onto these Pāua. Yeah, I just got one of these kai coolers, one of the smaller ones. Yeah, check that out. Fuck. Make it a bit easier to clean. Imagine it gets pong in there. Now, I've learned my lesson a few times in the past. You know, you go to shuck your Pāua and the hua breaks off on you. So I found that it's way better if you just shuck your Pāua straight away, because if you don't, sometimes it can end up being a bit of a mish to get that hua off nice and clean. It ends up breaking the sack open and it goes everywhere. So this is what I'm talking about right here. This part of the process, when it's nice and fresh, it should, right here, when you tear it, it should tear nice and easily like that, and you can keep the hua inside. Get our teeth out there. But in some instances, say if this was a couple of day old Pāua after it's died and it's been dead for a long time, when you go to rip this, it'll rip all the way up into the sack and just shit gets everywhere, and it's not a clean hua. So yeah, it makes a bit of a mess, but yeah, that's how I like to do it anyway. So I don't waste my hua either. Sometimes I eat them up, sometimes I chuck them in the mince if I'm mincing the Pāua. Sometimes I eat it whole, fry it with a bit of flour and butter, and sometimes I use it as burley as well. You know, when you're spearing for cod, drop down one of those and it'll get the cod all swarming, and then you can swoop in. Doesn't go to waste. None of it goes to waste. It all gets recycled back into the pile. Keep the shells, use them as decorations as well. And there's our meat. Nice Pāua meat. Well, that's about it for today. I'll go have a bit of a rest up and show you what's inside these Kina tomorrow. Day after now, whānau. Moana's still flat out there, but it's been pissing down all day. I got something special to show you fellas. Those Pāua I gave away last night came back to me tenfold. Check out those Bluff Oysters. I got gifted these, so just goes to show what goes around comes back around. That's probably my second favourite on the Kai Moana hit list. Now this is the weapon of choice for opening oysters. And got this off the bro Jordan. Now I'm not the most experienced at shucking oysters, so take it easy all you pros out there. I know you take it real seriously. Yeah, I usually get them out of the shell, but check that out. A fat, plump Bluff oyster. Salty, got the texture, a bit different to your Pacific oyster, which is, I think it's got more of a muddy taste. This is more of it's a unique taste, that's for sure. That is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I just gotta have a few more of those. Wash down with a nice cold beer. Don't drink though, kids. Our Kina's out of the fridge and all chilled down now. Would you look at that? They're jizzing out the tops. That's a pretty good indication that these are not going to be some of the skinny ones that I found yesterday. These are going to be some of that premium Pāua. Oh hell, there's almost nothing inside there. That's mud. It's not good enough, whānau. We're gonna need something better than that. This is another creamy looking one. Smaller, way smaller, but what's inside? Oh, that's a little bit better. Little bit better. Oh, the ones that aren't creaming are fat. There we go. That's better, look at that. Some fatness inside that one. Gold. Nice and fat. Well, I think that about rounds up the mission, whānau. Pāua, oysters, Kina, and a good day out on the water. Yeah, it feels good to be making content again for the tube, so watch a space, and there'll be some more episodes coming out. Wee bit tough going, you know, I don't have my drone anymore, I sunk the drone. So the current gear that I have for making my YouTube videos at the moment is a GoPro, my phone, and that's honestly it. That's the way that I've always done it as well. Like, since I started this YouTube channel, all I've done is filmed on my phone, filmed on the GoPro, and it's all edited on my phone. I don't have a computer or anything like that. I had the cheapest drone, and yeah, I've just made it happen. But yeah, I think it might be time to invest in some new upgrades and stop being a cheap fella. Anyways, team, I hope you enjoyed that one. Thanks for supporting, and we'll catch you guys on the next episode. Kai down under.